big updates on the situation with Caicedo directly from Fabrizio Romano. Lavia updates, a done deal for Manchester City. Here we go for them. And a big bid from Manchester United. But let's jump straight into what Fabrizio's got to say. Of course, hit like buttons, subscribe, share, and turn on the bell notification. Let's go.
We are exchanging emails tonight to check everything after the official bid from Chelsea. The bid is in excess of £110 million. So they offered more than Liverpool for Moises Caicedo, and the deal is getting really closer. They are working at night because they hope to have Moises Caicedo at Stamford Bridge on Sunday for Chelsea-Liverpool. Incredible game.
So when you guys are watching this, we're releasing this around 11 a.m. on the Sunday when the game kicks off. So about 5 hours before kickoff, there could be an announcement officially in that time. Remember, we spoke about this last night. A number of journalists believe this deal is done. Let's keep listening to Fabrizio.
So this is what Chelsea are doing. Let's see how it's going to end up, but Chelsea are working on the details of this deal, on the structure of this deal, after sending the bid to Brighton for Moises Caicedo. So the conversation between the two clubs is ongoing at night, and we wait for that. Meanwhile, let me clarify one detail. Moises Caicedo agreed an 8-year deal with Chelsea until June 2031, plus an option until 2032. So Caicedo is waiting for Chelsea. And so, guys, let me know your thoughts on all this story.
It's interesting, as you see the tweet that you put out as well. The 8-year deal confirmed. That is agreed with between the two. We understand now, because that video is a little bit older from Fabrizio. The £115 million offered is accepted. It's the structure that is being worked on to make sure it works for both. But very, very close indeed to a here we go on this Caicedo deal. Chelsea fans, I know you don't want to get overly carried away. We know that's what Liverpool fans did the other night. We all thought it was done and there was a sting in the towel. But Chelsea hope to unveil him today at Stamford Bridge. It is still on the cards. The 8-year deal there. Reports were originally suggesting 175,000 a week. I've seen some reports today go even lower as 130,000. There's a lot of Liverpool-centric media that are stating it's going to be 250 to 300,000 pound a week. As far as I understand it, that is a huge fabrication, and a large amount of money is being added on top. But as Fabrizio said, Chelsea want to announce a deal today. Personal terms, done. Transfer fee, done. The structure and minor details are being ironed out. Most people believe this will happen. Some believe it is already agreed. It's just legalities and small details before the official announcement. Chelsea fans, how do you feel? Now, staying with Chelsea, I'm going to move on here to Lavia. This is an update from Alex Crook, gaining more and more credibility all the time, this man. He states that talks are ongoing between Chelsea and Southampton over Romeo Lavia. He says there is a willingness on both sides to agree a deal. He says, I was told it would be in addition to any agreement with Brighton regarding Moises Caicedo. And again, we're seeing more and more of these reports. Why is that significant? Because for the first 24 hours of this epic end to these sagas, the rumor was that Chelsea were only really bidding for Lavia to make Liverpool maybe pull away from Caicedo. That it was a bit of a Eni Aluko style power play. They were not really interested. The longer this goes on, the more we're hearing that that isn't the case. Chelsea, as it stands right now, according to a number of reports, this one here from Alex Crook, there's also another one that I'm looking at right now on my screen in the Evening Standard that says Chelsea are closing in on signing him. It says the Blues have made a £55 million bid. Liverpool have already had 3 offers rejected. The 2 clubs who meet on Sunday at Stamford Bridge, opening weekend of this Premier League season, are going head-to-head for Caicedo as well. But it is believed that Chelsea want both. That's in the Evening Standard. And we spoke about many of these rumours last night as well. So closing in on both. And as far as I've seen so far, and Liverpool fans tuning in can correct me if I am wrong, I haven't seen anything highly credible from any Liverpool sources about a new bid from Liverpool for Lavia or an improved bid for Caicedo. Nothing has happened from Liverpool's perspective since the early hours of Friday morning. Nothing. As far as I'm aware, and if there's articles that I haven't seen, please send them to me. I'm not claiming I know that for 100% fact. I'm stating I haven't seen anything. Haven't seen anything. And if Chelsea have offered 55 million, Liverpool need to pull their finger out. Because as soon as Caicedo gets the here we go, when it gets the Ornstein bomber, when it gets confirmed, with the player having already rejected them, Lavia is at risk as well. Chelsea fans, I know you're getting excited. Let me know what you think. Now, back to Fabrizio Romano. This here is the here we go on this video, really. He said he understands that Kyle Walker will sign his new deal at Manchester City in the coming days, expected to be sealed by the end of next week. Walker confirmed to City this week that he is 100% staying and won't join Bayern. They did not change his mind. And this is significant. This is a hugely significant piece of business for Man City. They were linked with Pavard, and we're going to get on to Pavard in a minute. I don't think Pavard's a good player, a very good player, but I don't believe he's of the standard of Kyle Walker. And I actually think Kyle Walker's, got a few mistakes in him. I don't think he's flawless, but he's still one of the greatest right backs in world football right now. Probably the greatest right back in the history of Manchester City. And he's so integral to this team and this system. He was a player that I felt if City lost, it was almost like he was irreplaceable. And with the other key marquee exits this summer, losing him as well could have been detrimental to their season. This is as good as a new signing. And I know it's a cliche, but cliches have become cliches because there is truth to them. This is a huge piece of business that Kyle Walker is going to extend his stay at City. If he leaves, I think it gives Arsenal, Liverpool, and Man United an even better, a greater opportunity of taking their Premier League title away from them. With him staying, that 4 on the bounce, retaining their title becomes a huge, or a better at least, possibility than it already is. City fans watching, what do you think? Kyle Walker staying, new deal, here we go. Now, we mentioned Pavard already, and Fabrizio updated us today saying that Bayern Munich have rejected Manchester United's first approach for Benjamin Pavard, as reported on Saturday. He says, but Man United remain there as Pavard wants the move. He won't sign a new deal at Bayern and insists to leave. Now, what's really interesting is I was told last week that Man United have agreed personal terms. Of course, in principle, nothing is signed, but they've agreed to the personal terms verbally with Jean-Claude. Not Jean-Claude. I forget his name now. Now that he's, I nearly said Jean-Claude Van Damme for a moment there. Jean-Claire Talibo. I don't know what the hell came over me. Then I was thinking about Bloodsport, but reportedly agreed personal terms with him, but are not moving for that player, and that's normal. Clubs will often agree terms in principle. They will do groundwork with multiple players at the same time. But more often than not, they all think they're the number one target. But it does now appear that Man United are set on Benjamin Pavard. Now, I want someone who's French to tell me something. Is it Pavard or Pavard? Because I've heard it said both ways. I'd love somebody who is knowledgeable of French names and culture to tell me, is it Pavard or Pavard? Is the D pronounced, or is it silent, or is it said in a different way? On the player, look, it's one of those signings where I'm not buzzing about it. I'm not thinking, oh my God, this is the greatest piece of business my club has done in a long while. Is he better, though, than AWB and Delo? Yes. Is he as good offensively as a Trent? No. Is he as good as Kyle Walker? No. But is he a big upgrade on what we've got? I think so. I do think so. And it's reported that the bid that's been turned down is around 40 million. I want to double check that I'm not getting that wrong. Actually, there's no clarity as of right now. There's still no clarity now in terms of the total amount that's been offered. My apologies there. But I read somewhere the reason 40 million. And I'm not sure whether that's euros or pounds. Some of you may know. Leave that in the comments section. So I'm intrigued to know. But Man United fans, what do you make of this? Good signing, improvement, can cover it right back, can play centre back. I think that's what we're almost looking at here. He covers two positions. Primarily in his career, he has played at right back, but often has played many, many games in centre back roles as well. I want to get your opinions. I really want to know what you think and feel about this deal. Leave your comments below. Please make sure you are subscribing. Until next time, take care. Goodbye. God bless. And I'll see you all again soon. Peace.